Hello and welcome to Forever Motorsports for an interesting update ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix this weekend. After a bit of a break, the Formula One season is back after Monaco, and what a race weekend it was in terms of the dream race for Charles Leclerc, who finally won his home Grand Prix. But maybe worryingly for the sport, the first time in history that I think it was 1 to 10 or 1 to 12 or whatever it was, finished in exactly the way that the grid lined up. So, no overtaking in that sort of top 10, and not really what we want to see from the Grand Prix. We want to see racing, we want to see change of position, stuff like that. So it's definitely a Formula One race which begged a lot of questions. But what was a very key part of the race was the incident which saw Esteban Ocon crash into his Alpine teammate, Pierre Gasly. And we heard the news on Monday that Esteban Ocon has officially lost his seat for next season. His contract will not be renewed and he will be leaving Alpine at the end of the season. The question the reason I'm asking is, will he finish the season in his seat? Well, maybe not. And before we get into the news, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so the news is that Alpine have officially confirmed that 21-year-old Jack Doohan, who is the Australian reserve driver for Alpine, will be at the wheel during the first practice session of the Canadian Grand Prix on Friday. He will replace Esteban Ocon in the opening session. It's going to be the fourth time he's actually going to be driving in a Formula One car. He made his first appearance back in practice in 2022 and had a further 2 appearances last year in Mexico and Abu Dhabi. So he's going to get an opportunity to drive in the first practice. At this stage, Esteban Ocon is still set to race on Sunday in the Alpine. He did put a statement out on social media talking about the racing and how he accepts that racing has incidents, for example, and that this is kind of what the situation was. He's looking forward to finishing the season, and more importantly, basically said that he will be in the driver's cockpit come Sunday, and he will be racing the Canadian Grand Prix. But it has officially been confirmed that he will not be making a return to Alpine next season, which begs the question: will Alpine look to give Jack Doohan opportunities during the season? So more so than just the free practice. In terms of his history, the 21-year-old rather, finished the F2 season last season in third place in the Drivers' Championship. Had a very good end to the season. So we had a very strong season there, and he's been the official Alpine reserve driver for the season, although hasn't yet had a session in the car. Alpine quite a sort of a very well organized team, if nothing else, and he would be the sort of the obvious replacement moving forward, unless they were to try and draw somebody from one of the other teams. Now the question is what do they do moving forward? You know that Esteban Ocon's not coming back next season. You've now got a young driver who has done well in F2, who is your official reserve driver, and would make sense for him and he could finish the rest of the season. They could bench Ocon and go with him for the rest of the season. And see what he can do, because he's not got a seat for next season, does Doohan, and that whether he gets one remains to be seen. But from an Alpine sort of perspective, it would make a lot of sense to basically say, okay, well, Ocon's not coming back next season. We've got this guy. Is he worth looking at him for next season? Is he worth the seat? And I think that free practice on Friday will very much be an audition, really. He will be able to go out and see what you can do. And if he can extract, similar pace from his car that, Pierre Gasly can, for example, if he can start to demonstrate that he can, potentially be quicker than Ocon, then I don't think his time in a Formula One car this season will be limited to just one free practice on Friday. I think that he will be given a few more opportunities, maybe not even necessarily in a race, but a couple more free practices, maybe a qualifying session even. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, if he starts to do well in his pre-practice, I don't see why you wouldn't give him a race and see what he can do, because the grid is starting to fill up a little bit, but still quite a lot of spots open. And with the news that Checo Perez is going to sign a new contract, for example, that's massive news. For 2 years, for example, they put a lot of sort of doubt on away for what's going to happen with the Red Bull. So there are not many spots left on the grid. So lots of drivers will be, negotiating right now, looking for some potential seats and stuff like that. And if Alpine are not going to go with Jack Doohan, then they probably need to look at that fairly quickly. But if they are considering him, even in the slightest, give him time in the car. That's the only thing you can do. You've cut ties with Esteban Ocon, and whilst you've got a contract, you're paying a lot of money, you kind of and you back him to be able to, in theory, outperform. You do back him as the better driver. it would make sense to start giving more time to Jack Doohan in the car and seeing what he can do. So what do you think is going to happen? Do we think that they're going to throw the dice and give him a go? Do you think that this will just be a couple of free practices, or what do you think is going to happen? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.